Hello team, welcome back. And this is a new section where we will learn about the extent report. We will see what are the extent report, how we can create the extent report, and we also see why we need the extent report. Although we have the reporting in the TestNG, we have the reporting available in the Surefire plugin, then what is the need of the extent report? And finally, we will see how we can integrate the extent report with the TestNG and the Selenium. So the integration of the extent report with the Selenium we will learn in the framework section. While we will developing the Selenium framework, we will learn about the extent report integration with the Selenium. But in this section, I will show you how you can integrate the extent report with the TestNG and how we can execute the test cases and how we can get the report of these test cases. This is the first lecture. So very first, let's try to understand what is the extent report and what is the application of extent report. So ideally, Extent Report is a open source reporting library, or you can call it open source reporting framework. And as of now, this report comes in a two flavor. One is a community edition and another one is the paid edition. The Extent Report library is helpful to create the HTML reports and the HTML dashboard. So whatever the result of your test automation, you can display that result in the Extent Report as a rich HTML report. Commonly, Extent Report is integrated and can be used with the TestNG, JUnit, and the Cucumber. Although you can use the Extent Report with the .NET frameworks, you can use the Extent Report with the other Apache frameworks, but commonly this report is used with the TestNG, JUnit, and the Cucumber. Now let's discuss about the features of the Extent Report. So very first feature is the interactive HTML report. Whenever you will start using the extent report for your test automation report, you will get a very interactive HTML report. Extent reports generate the visually appealing HTML reports that provide the detailed overview of the test execution. Second is dashboard and the chart. So extent report allow you to create the dashboard and the charts, and you can customize those dashboards, you can customize those chart which will provide a brief summary of your test result. Such kind of report, such kind of dashboard and the charts are basically make it very easy to identify the trend, the test execution trend, and what are the patterns are creating whenever we are building something, whenever we are developing few features, and what is the area which may need the more attention. So let me show you the basic extent report. Let's go to your browser and search for the extent report. You will get the website www.extentreports.com. Open this website and you see this is the basic extent report UI. Over here in the docs, you can see these are the versions of the extent report: version 2, version 3, 4, and 5. Let's go with the latest version. So we will be using the version 5 and we want to integrate the extent report with the test ng. So now what version we will open? We will go to the docs. So we will click on the version 5 and from here we will click on the Java. Once you will click on the Java, you will get this particular URL: docs version 5 java index.html. Over here you are getting the reporters. There are the few reporters available: Event, Email, Globe, and Spark. First two reporters are the paid reporters, and we are going to use the community one, which is a Globe and Spark. So ideally we will be using the Spark reporter as a part of our reporting. So let's click on the report and here you will get the details about the Spark reporter. What is the dependency, how you can create the object, and other related details. Let's click on the view sample. So this is going to be the sample report. Let me maximize the font size. This is going to be the sample extent report whenever you will create the extent report. So you see this have a very rich user interface compared to the Surefire plugin report and the TestNG default report. This report looks like a way better. So we was talking about the dashboard and the charts. Over here you see you are getting this icon, right? If I will click this icon and I will refresh it, then you can see you will get a dashboard like this. When the test got started, when the test ended, how many tests got passed, what is the failure rate, what are the tests, we are getting the proper dashboard of the test, the number of test steps which got executed, and the log events as well. And we are getting the other details as well, which we will discuss shortly. So we have seen that we are getting the dashboard and the chart, which are quite good and interesting compared to the Surefire report and the TestNG default report. The another feature is log level, right? You can set the log information at a different level, such as the pass, fail, skip, info, debug. So within your test case, you can set the log information, which provide the proper logging framework for the test results. This help you to create the detailed log of the test execution process. If we will go to the report again, then you can see over here we are getting the log event, the pass event, the fail event, the warning event, the skip event, and the info event. So these are the log events which you can also mention within your test case, and these events will be displayed over here, right? Which will help you to analyze your test steps and the test case. Next feature is the screenshot. Within the extent report, you can capture the screenshot and you can embed the same screenshot with the test case. So let's suppose you are executing your UI test case, the Selenium test case, and you got the assertion error, but you don't have any proof that the value, the error, what are you getting in the assertion? Let's suppose you was expecting the value 100, but you are getting the 99, but you don't have any proof that the 99 value actually was there, or there is a Selenium failure. So you can capture the screenshot of each failure, right? So whenever the test got failed, you can capture the screenshot, and that screenshot of your UI will be a proof that the failure was a valid failure, right? So whenever you want to capture the screenshot, either on the success, on failure, on some event, you can capture the screenshot, and the screenshot can be appended within the same test case, within the same test step, and that will be available within the report. Let me show you how it will look like. So within the report, if you will go to the test case, the very first test is a screenshot test. So whenever you will capture the screenshot, you will get the screenshot like this. So this is the screenshot captured by the extent report, and that screenshot will be available within the test step. In which particular test step you got the error and the screenshot captured immediately, so that you will have a proof that error is a valid error. This is not a false failure. So this is the another feature, and this is a very good feature from the reporting point of view. If you are getting a screenshot of your error, then that is a very informative information, not just to validate your test case result, but to actually get to know that what was the UI at that particular time where I get that particular failure. What was the content of my HTML page? There's a lot of information you capture in the screenshot. Next is the categorization of the test. So you can categorize your test into the different groups, suites, and the categories. So with the help of this particular feature, what you can do, you can categorize your test in the smoke test, unit test, sanity test, regression test, acceptance test, right? Or you can categorize your test even on the basis of the features. So categorization of the test case is also very important. And if you have ever seen the automation result, if you have ever seen the automation shoots, then you can see there could be the multiple kind of categorization available within the automation test shoots or within the report, right? Even not like the smoke, sanity, and regression, the categorization lead at a feature level, right? You can categorize a specific feature test, then a specific feature test, then a specific feature test, right? So categorization of test case is another important factor which is being supported by the extent report. Let me show you in the report. These are all my test cases, and over here you are getting a couple of options. So if you will click on the third one, you see this is a category. This is the first category. You have categorized your test case with the my tag. So over here you will get the category wise test case. How many category you got created in your test suits, or how many category you got created in your test case, all the categories will be published over here, and you can click on a specific category to get the result of that particular category. Similarly, you can categorize the test case on the basis of the author. Whenever you are writing the test case, you can define the author of that particular test case. It may possible there are the 10 automation engineer or 50 automation engineer who are writing the test automation code. So what they can do, they can tag their test case with their author name, so that whenever you will get the report, you get to know that if there is any kind of failure, to whom I need to approach, right? Who is the developer of this particular test case? Because the developer will have the more insight of that particular test case compared to the another developer. And similarly, you can categorize the test case on the basis of the devices. If you are executing your test case in the distributed manner, right, then you can see that which particular device executed which particular test. So you can categorize the test case desktop, tablet, mobile. You can categorize the test case Windows XP, Windows 12, 10, 7. So categorization is a very important factor in the test automation whenever you have a large automation suite specifically, and that feature is thoroughly supported by the extent report. Next is the integration with the test ng and JUnit. Extent report is seamlessly integrated with the popular testing framework like the test ng and JUnit. In the upcoming lectures, we will see how you can integrate the extent report with the test ng. Another feature is the customization. So in the previous sample report, we have seen that we can provide the tags on the test case. We can provide the author on the test case. So this is the customization. We are basically customizing our test case. We can customize the appearance and the category of my test report. We can customize the logs. We can customize the company information. We can customize the custom details, the details about my test case. There is a lot of things which you can do with the extent report. Next is the email reports. So extent report allow you to email the generated report and making it convenient for sharing the result with the team members and the stakeholders. So you can generate the report and you can email the report. Although the different reporter is available for the email report, that is not the Spark reporter and that is a paid reporter. But extent report have that feature that you can generate the report and email the report. Next is the historical reports. You can maintain the historical extent report and you can compare the result, which will help you to identify the improvements and regression in your application. So there are the multiple features available in the extent report. Let's go through the sample report again and explore it. So we have seen the multiple things in this report. On the basis of the author, you will get the test over here, right? Whatever you are categorizing over here. On the basis of the tags, you will get that how many tags are there, what is the success rate of the test which are the part of that tag, what is the failure rate, what is the skip rate and the other. Similarly, you will also get the details and the stat of the device wise. If you will go to the all report over here, you are getting a couple of things. If you will click this, you see the devices. So you can search and filter out the reports on the basis of the devices. You can search and filter out the report on the basis of the tag. You can search and filter out the report on the author, and you can search and filter out the report on the result. Fail, pass. If there is any other status available in your report like skip or error, you will also get that particular filter available over here. You are getting the proper time associated with each and every test case, whenever the test case started, whenever they finished, whatever the execution time, and what is the test ID. You see, you will get these things with all of the details. And the logs of the extent report will look like this. This have the different color coding for each step: info, pass, warning, skip, fail, right? And over here you will get the details, and you see you are also getting the timestamp. If you want to display the code block, you can display the code block as well. This is the another feature available in the extent report. So you can see this report is a very rich report compared to the test ng default and surefire report, right? So we are going to use this particular report. I will explain the details about the extent report, how you can integrate it, how you can generate it, and how you can code this particular report. In the framework lectures, I will also show you that how you can integrate the test ng report within the Selenium framework. So that's all for the day. Thank you, team. See you next time.